What's up guys, it's Roger and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be trying a little build here with the Chaos Walker using these two runes. Synergetic is the first one. That's going to increase the chance of being offered synergy power-ups, where applying one negative effect can chain and apply another, and it's also going to increase the chance of those synergies happening by 20%. Next we have Singular Focus. Skills can now be picked multiple times. Power-ups that enhance a specific skill will be applied to a random instance of the skill. So, it should be pretty fun. I want to do it on the Chaos Walker, of course, because he flourishes with negative effects more so than anyone. And I'm going to be doing Curse 3, up to and including Curse 3 only. I tried this a little bit on Curse 7, because I was like, oh, maybe we can just finish Curse 7 as we go through this at the same time, you know, knock two things out at once, try a fun build and get Curse 7 done. But no, it was hell in a handbasket, and I was like, you know what, I'm just not going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and bring it to more of a fun Curse level. Maybe we'll do, like, a little bit of endless at the end or something. If we can get an extra portal going, would be fine with me, but it was just not good on the higher curse levels, which I think maybe you could make it good. It was just too much enemy spam on me, and ugh, it was not very fun. So we're gonna try it here and see if we can have more fun with it. But what I'm trying to get is a bunch of Chromatic Bolt. I think that's the ability I want to get a bunch of. If I can get 6 Chromatic Bolts, or maybe 5 Chromatic Bolts, and then one like instance of Bloodlust or Might even, I think that'd be pretty good. You know, I think one buffing ability could be good, but overall I just want a bunch of Chromatic Bolts. Honestly, give me the movement speed early. And I'll roll for Chromatic Bolt now, honestly. Because if I can just get... Yeah, I was gonna say, if I can just get one of it, then the game will know to give me more of it. But if I pick up other skills, then it's gonna want to give me more of those too, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I gotta be careful of what I pick up, I think. But at least we have one to start with. That's perfect. So now we can kind of look into getting more of them. I'm not gonna keep my starting ability here once I can actually trade it out for some Seeking or some Chromatic Bolts. But for now, I'm fine with it. I actually like Seeking Chaos. This is the new weapon on the Chaos Walker. If you want to check out my first run with that, I did a video on that not too long ago, and it was pretty darn good. I was a fan of it quite a bit. I mean, it's a good weapon. It's nice to have something that you don't actually have to aim, you know, and the special weapon with this weapon is actually really good. It's Aura of Chaos, and ooh, that is a good ability. That was another one I would consider stacking like 6 times. If you had like 6 Auras of Chaos, you would be fragging out, I think. So maybe in the future we'd go ahead and give that a try, but for now, we're going to stick with the Chromatic Bolt and see how good we can get from that. Honestly, give me a Flame Wave for now. Ooh, well, that's big, baby. Just give me Cast Frequency and total. Aura of Chaos, again, is really good, so why not? We'll go ahead and grab it. Whatever can help us clear here early and level up is good to me, because the more we level, the more of a chance we have to get a bunch of Chromatic Bolts, so it seems like a good idea. Oh yeah, give me the XP, baby. Yeah, Aura of Chaos is actually pretty darn good. Stuff gets all stuck in there. It takes out Sploders really well. That is one thing we'll have to deal with, is a bunch of Sploders that we're not going to be able to take out as reliably as I prefer, because, well, we're not going to have... Ooh, that's perfect. We got 2 of it now, let's go. Because we're going to have, you know, not that much area of effect. We're going to have a bunch of direct damage. But the idea is, with 6 instances of Chromatic Bolt, all of them separately casting with cast frequency and multicast chance, and I suppose crit, and then just applying their synergetic negative effects, eventually we should be bombing down bosses in like a matter of seconds. Already it looks like it's tearing through these guys pretty good. Let's see. Try to put these elites on the dirt here really quick. Yep, you go ahead and do your thing. How much damage are we doing to this boy? Not bad. Damage from fire, and see, that's the nice thing. Chromatic Bolt, you can see the skill type on it, has a skill type of like everything, of every type, which means that no matter what we pick up here, yeah, it's gonna apply. Another one, let's go, baby. Another one. Is Chromatic Bolt frontal? It should be, right? I believe so, but sometimes there's some funky stuff that goes on with this game. You never know what kind of weird stuff they're gonna do. I'm trying to keep these guys in the Aura of Chaos right now while we have the ability. We might as well take advantage of it. And then I'm just bombing him down with Chromatic Bolts. You are going down, sir. Dude, once you get the synergetic stuff pogging off in builds like these, ooh, it gets nutty. I'm excited to do that. But for now, we just gotta do what we can, get some more direct damage in there with the abilities that we do have. Use this for sure. Let's see here. I did say I would take one buffing thing. Now, do I want Might or do I want Bloodlust? I think I'm going to take Bloodlust because I love the movement speed, and the entire point of a build like this is to apply negative effects, right? So I want something that can just make me have cast frequency like crazy. I'm not going to do either of those because I'm not planning on keeping either of those. Critical damage will be great. Damage modifier will be great. Yeah, I'm not going to upgrade a bunch of abilities that I'm not even going to keep. That would be a little silly now, wouldn't it? Let's head back down to the corner here. Keep farming these suckers up. I'll probably keep Aura of Chaos as my little straggler ability longer than any of the other ones before we go full on into Chromatic Bolts. But I'm pretty excited to get these Chromatic Bolts just firing like crazy. They are already shooting like crazy, I gotta say. Getting the base damage of them up too will be nice. Oops, I meant to click Q. Alright, Holy, again, applies to all three of those, so we love to see it. Jeez. I don't quite want any of those. Movement speed I'll always take. Cast frequency of Chromatic Bolt. Beautiful. Projectiles? Yeah, you bet your little bottom dollar that I want that. You can go away, honestly. I'm just gonna banish you. And a little bit of health. A little bit of health never hurt no one. In fact, it kinda helps. That's the opposite of hurt. Alright, now we gotta wait. Just let this build come together. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. If there's any specific kind of build stuff you want to see me do, feel free to leave a comment and I will try to get around to it. I'm excited to actually get some fun builds done now that I have like 9 runic power and I can actually stack some really cool runes together. We can probably start doing some really cool builds, so I want to go ahead and get into that. We'll stack this burning, why not? Yeah, give me that. Honestly, what if I just banish some skills here, because now all of those skills can never pop up again, which gives us a higher chance of running into Chromatic Bolt. Might be a little silly, but I think it's fine. You guys getting bombed down? I think you are getting bombed down a little bit. Oh yeah, not doing bad. Not doing bad. We just gotta watch how many effects stack up on these guys. That's what we're looking for. And it looks like quite a bit. We don't even have that many synergy power-ups yet. That's when stuff's really going to pop off, so we just got to get there. It takes time. Movement speed is something I will never shy away from. I love to be a fast boy. Yeah, give me those crits and cast frequency. Love to see it. Oh, you both died. I thought only one of you was dead. Ooh! Got stuck on a exploder there a little bit. Gotta be careful of that. Ah, speaking of exploders, you gotta love them. Nothing more fun than getting smacked around by those guys, huh? Huh. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good here. A lot of abilities being thrown at us, honestly. I'm wondering where those are coming from exactly, because I'm not quite sure. Yeah, we'll take anything that is just for that. Dazed goes to burn. Beautiful. Ooh. I mean, yeah, that's just a big damage modifier. Why wouldn't I take that? That's what I'm saying. All those are just going to keep applying to Chromatic Bolt. That's what's so good about Chromatic Bolt. It's going to might be a little hard to kill just the base enemies around us because, you know, we only have this direct damage abilities. The idea is that we're casting so many of them that we can just chop through everything so quickly that it won't even matter that we don't necessarily have area effects. Another build that I've been wanting to do that I'm thinking about doing soon is I want to do a full like chain lightning build. And maybe not all the skills will be chain lightning, but I'm thinking only using abilities that chain. So you have Jupiter's Spear, which is the Legionnaire's new weapon and a new skill in the game, where you hit somebody with your spear and then it actually does a little chaining lightning effect after. You have Chain Lightning, of course. You have Unchained Chaos, which is the Chaos version that throws out, well, Chaos Chain. Goes around and applies a bunch of negative effects. So there's different chaining abilities you have. I want to get a bunch of those chaining abilities, because usually the thing with those chaining abilities is they're really, really good at ad clear, and they're really good early on when they're doing that ad clear. But as you go through a run, you usually get rid of them out of your build because, well, you don't need that ad clear as much as you need some direct damage to actually take down elites and bosses. So you get rid of them. But I want to see if I can make a build where I keep those chaining abilities the entire run, and they stay solid the entire time, because I can get their power up so much that they're actually so, reliable into the late game. My thought is maybe with 6 of them, sure, you'd be clearing ads like crazy, but there'd be so much chaining damage going out that it might still just take out the bigger enemies. So it's something I'm interested in. That'll be a build that I think I go for pretty soon here. But as for right now, we're going to be doing this chaos stuff. I mean, I gotta say, look at the amount of negative effects applying on these suckers. Looks pretty good to me. Cast Frequency, yep, some XP is always good. Nope, we don't want Seeking Chaos, because we're not going to keep Seeking Chaos. And I am going to keep Bloodlust, is the one other ability that I'm going to keep, so I will pop that off. You're going to Beyblade it up. Let's get stuck on a random dog. We always love to see that. Yeah, run it down here, big boy. We'll go behind these guys. They're kind of stuck down there, so we'll get around them. He's gonna Beyblade again at some point, you know, so it's like kind of just getting to that point where you can get him to Beyblade again and not really have to worry about it. Okay, that didn't hit me. You know how far out of the range I was of that? Sometimes hitboxes in this game can be a little funky. Little funky. One of my biggest gripes for sure. When it comes to actual balancing of weapons and whatnot, I don't really have too many complaints. I think that they balance their weapons pretty darn well, and that almost all of them have a place, even if it is something like Chain Lightning, which is better in the early game, you know, and it's made to go crazy early on, more so than like, you know, Chromatic Bolt, which can be good the entire run. I think it's fine to have abilities like that, but when it's something like the hitboxes, it's kind of inexcusable for it to be anything less than nearly perfect. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, but I think it's the biggest weak point of the game, you know? It's the thing I'd like to see them address more so than anything, so hopefully they do at some point. Because if they fix the hitboxes, ooh, this will be an A+ game. I mean, it's already like an A, you know? Maybe we're just talking school grades, then it caps out at A+, right? But if we're talking like tier list, it could go to an S. Maybe even an S+. I don't know, dude. Alright. I'll get level 3 here, and then we'll pop those in. Do some levels. Yeah, I can already see it's getting more difficult to actually kill just enemies because I don't have that area damage, as opposed to just the straight up direct damage. That's very interesting looking at it, like, just seeing that. But at the same time, I think we're getting to a point that we're plowing through everything pretty fast, that I don't necessarily need that crazy area. So, I don't know. It's very interesting at the least. I like looking at stuff like this to see, like, okay, how much of one thing can be had before it becomes a bad thing, you know? They say too much of anything is a bad thing, you know? So, wow, let's get fucked by collision with enemies here. Really just whacked in a corner there, and they were like, nope, you're gonna give everybody a big old hug, and you're not gonna be able to escape this corner. I was like, I don't want that. Okay, 9:30, we did get a sub 10 here. So I think that's a testament to how good this run is getting. Yeah, maybe those crits too. Well, we only, no, we have all the portals. Again, you know, as always, leave your comments. Quick little vote. Do you want to see Overlord mode, or do you want to see Endless mode? I'll give you a second to go ahead and put your votes in there while I get a sip of water. Looks like you suckers have voted for Endless mode. Yeah, it's a little bit of a psychological trick there. You see, I looked over towards the Overlord portal, and so you were thinking, oh, he's going to go in the Overlord portal, and then I did the opposite. Just a little psychological trick. Sorry I had to do that to you, but just some funny stuff there. Some gamer tactics, you know what I mean? I've kind of been wanting to make like a video like that of... I think that there's a lot of good that can come out of gaming and things that you do learn. Obviously, I feel like gaming has been something that the media has just demonized for decades now, where it's like, oh, they're shooting people in these games and it's not healthy, and it's like, my god, you people literally worship sports like football, where you're just going out and clobbering each other in the assholes, and yet video games are the thing that are like making you cry. Your son has 15 concussions by the age of 15. Like, those maybe address your real problems in your little brain there, Jessica. But you know, it's just kind of how it's always been. I feel like it's died down a little bit nowadays because video games have become just so mainstream in terms of a form of entertainment and hobby and whatever else that people are getting older as well that played them a lot growing up, and they might still play them as they're older, and so it's not as demonized, but still, it'll happen, you know. But I think there's a lot of benefits that come from it too, in terms of, you know, the classic is like, oh, you get your hand-eye coordination and whatnot, and I do think that's true. I mean, you are training your hand-eye coordination to some degree, you know, you're training yourself to actually have those things work in tandem as well as they can. Holy. Oh, I didn't want that, but I picked it up on accident, so that's okay. But I think there's also things like personality traits and whatnot. You know, I think video games can be a really good way to a de-stressor. You know, I use them to get some frustration out and whatnot, and you'd never see me show my annoyance for something in real life as much as I would in a video game, because that's where I do that. I get out my frustrations with life in video games, just being like, oh my god, fuck this, and then just like roasting the game or other players or whatever it may be. Hopefully not the other players to their, you know, face as much, but that's why games with voice chat can be toxic more than anything. But that's not the point right now. The point is there's some good stuff that can come out of it. I think even things like learning cooperation is a big part of it, because hell, my favorite games are multiplayer games, and you need to work together with random people that you don't know, so you can actually win whatever you're playing, you know? How can we work together right now to get this win? And that's what you're looking to do, and I think that's, oh yeah, let's go, baby. Get rid of, yeah, get rid of aura. Okay, we got 4 of these suckers now. Okay. Oh. You are getting negative effects stacked on you like crazy, aren't you? I thought that was going to hit me for a second, because sometimes the hitbox is a little wonky on that one. That was pretty good. I might keep this one stack, or this one instance of Aura of Chaos, just so we have a little aura around us. And I'm not even thinking about leveling it up. But like, yeah, look at that. We'll keep the aura for now. Let's pump Bloodlust like crazy. We want Bloodlust to be going nuts, because that's going to make our Chromatic will grow nuts. Not grow nuts, go nuts. But yeah, I think there's a lot of positives that you get from gaming in terms of like cooperation and whatnot, and learning how to control certain emotions that you kind of let loose on the video games, but you know how to not let those loose in other aspects of your life, hopefully. Some people don't really learn that self-control, that's for sure, but hopefully you do, and I think that video games can be a good path to doing that. Just bonding with your friends and whatnot. There's plenty of friends that I became even better friends with because we went home and we game together all night, you know, in the summertime. I don't get to go to school and see my friends every day, but what would we do? We would sit there and we'd game all night. And, ooh, oh yeah. I think that's a big thing that people overlook. There's always positives to things, and I think there's just some real big positives that people just don't really think about. I don't know. But I kind of want to do like a video going through my gaming journey. Yeah, everybody has their own little journey. Like, what console did you start on? What kind of games did you start with? And then where did that lead to? And did you ever start taking it like really seriously and trying to be as good as you could? Maybe you stayed sort of a casual gamer and never really cared about getting those top leaderboard positions or something like that. You know what I mean? Getting a really good spot in a ranked ladder, stuff like that. Because some people genuinely didn't care about that stuff. That was how I usually played games. You know, I wanted to be a skilled player, a knowledgeable player, and get high on things like, ooh, yeah, give me that. Get high on things like leaderboards and ranked ladders, because I liked that. I liked knowing that I was getting seen for any kind of time commitment I may have put in to actually build up my skill in a game or whatnot and learn things about it, you know? So there's some big positives to gaming, I think, and stuff that often does just get overlooked. Boop. All right, we need to go around here, I think. Go around. I wonder how good this would be if you had like 5 auras of chaos. Because I wonder if Aura of Chaos applies random effects better than anything else. I don't actually know. Also, is there any pierce on chromatic bolts? I really don't know, truly. I'm hitting this guy like crazy right now. I can't really check how many effects are stacking on him. But, oh yeah, it looks like almost 1,000 poison stacks, perhaps. 844. Interesting, not too much of anything else. Huh. I'll take a little health. I guess I took a hit there at some point. Don't remember that happening. I'll do some more doom. Oh, here we go. Wound is... Ooh. Fuck off. Ugh. As soon as I come out of that. That sucks. Another flamethrower attack. One of the all-time greats. Wow, you're turning fast today, huh? Oh, the other guy died. You're next, big boy. Okay, yeah, wound is making this pop off. 700 stacks of doom, which means he should get executed here in a second. Suck a fat one, ugly. There we go. Getting pretty good on this build. I like this. It's pretty cool to be able to build the same skills. You know, usually you just can't do that. And here, you actually can. I appreciate that. They have some good runes that actually do change the way you can play the game, like, very, very much. Because this is nothing like you'd get on a regular build most of the time, so I really appreciate that they have something that's this customizable and different, you know? It's cool to see. Well, this should be releasing on New Year's, so Happy New Year's. New Year's Eve, I should say. Happy New Year's to you guys. Hopefully you're doing something fun. I think I'm just going to be being chillin' for the most part, which is fine with me. I enjoy being chillin'. Don't necessarily not want to go out, but I'm fine with that. There's a lot of stupid people out on New Year's, so probably the safer thing to just not go out, but I'm good. I'm good. It's probably really crazy downtown and whatnot on a New Year's Eve. I don't even think I would enjoy that. I'd just be like, this kind of sucks. Well, it mostly depends how drunk I am. Once I'm drunk enough, I'd just be like, this is great. Laser attack coming in on us. All-time classic from the boy in the bronze here. You are annoying me, both of you are. Okay. Suck all three of my nuts. You guys are really, really annoying. Eesh. Yeah, not doing the best at killing riffraff is the thing. That's why I kept... Woo! That's why I kept my Aura of Chaos, because I needed something to kind of take care of the dudes running around me, and I think it's doing a pretty good job of that. I wish I had enough runic power to get the one rune that lets you do a few rolls of your chaos abilities, and then it takes like the highest damage roll that you had, because then I could, instead of doing Chromatic Bolt, do like an actual chaos ability, and I think that'd be pretty cool. But this is fine too. Get stuck on a dog there. Luckily I don't think I took damage, but it was pretty close. I'm trying to hit you, you jokers, but oh, here we go. This will be some good smacks. There's that. That's a laser attack. Get off of me, man. I mean, come on. You can't even walk past an enemy. That's just really silly. Here's the next silly thing. These sons of bitches are stacking up. I hate that though. Like, you can't walk past an enemy if they're touching you, even the smallest enemy, and you just can't walk around them? Seriously? Why? Also, I was completely out of range of that flamethrower. If you're going to show the edge of a flamethrower attack, then have it actually be the edge. Because, what is that? That is the worst hitbox ability in the game. I think I complained about it at least once a run. More like call it out, because I kind of have to, because I don't know if anybody else is. Sure. Do you want to hit me over here too, flamethrower? The other side of the map? You want to do that next? You can do it with speed, please, and just, yeah, go crazy with the burning if we can. Alright. Man, you guys suck. Suck absolute nard nuds. If you don't know what a nard nut is, then, trust me, brother, you don't want to know. You do not want to know. That'll land you in jail for a few years, that's all I'm gonna say. It's pretty cool build though. Not as crazy as I thought it would be. I mean, I don't know. I was hoping that the chromatic bolts would kind of chop through a little more, especially since every upgrade we're getting is applying to them. Like, they're level 19. But it just feels like they're not there, you know? Which is weird, because it's just like, it's what I have. Like, that's 4 of them? Especially level 9 Bloodlust enhanced ones? I don't know. I'm just a little surprised that it's not doing more. Man, there's so much poison on the ground. I think he... Dude. What? Are you okay, Soulstone? I think you're not okay if you're actually acting like the flamethrowers. That hitbox that you've been hitting me with. Holy shit. That needs to be fixed pronto. Alright, those suckers are down. I'm sure more suckers are going to spawn real quick here. No health crystals on the map? That's always fun. I guess we'll try to level up a little bit and see if we can heal off that. Never mind, we'll fight some bosses. Woo! Huh. If I were to do this again, I don't know what abilities I would try instead. Maybe I would just stick with like Chaotic Missile. You know, the starting ability for the first weapon on this character. Because I feel like Chaotic Missile would actually go pretty hard. It comes back, you know, it hits your enemies and then it comes back to you. So it does 2 instances of damage. And then, obviously it applies negative effects. It has random damage scalars, which could be better than this, maybe. And then... Boop, boop, boop. Ah! I don't know. I think it actually has, like, piercing, is my thought, which... do these have piercing at all? Bounces around between targets. Yeah, it bounces. So that's nice. Like, it has some form of area effect, I guess, because it's bouncing. You know, like, it's bouncing between enemies. But overall, it's like, I don't know. I think pierce might be better than bounce when it comes to a bolt like this. Like, look how stuck I got on that one ogre there. One ogre. Ice Boy is up here all alone. I want to see if I can just stack some negative effects on him really quick while we're here. I think it's suicide to get rid of our Aura of Chaos. I think we need that to help us out. Fragility goes to bleed. That's good, because I can actually apply a good amount of fragility. Hello there, health crystal. Where is the Fallen King dude? Oh, he's dead. Perfect. I think we're applying negative effects at a pretty good pace here. Especially when I can actually... 39? From what? Just some random little instance of damage. Okay, look how stuck I was on that snake. The thing is, I wouldn't be too annoyed by it if they moved at all when you pushed against them. But they don't. Like, they don't move. It's a brick wall. I especially wouldn't be too annoyed if when you dashed, it worked to get around them. The thing is, it's the same thing as a wall. Let me see if I can show you. Like, if I try to dash on this wall, do you see that first dash I did? That's what happens when you try to dash into a wall. It doesn't try to push you around the wall at all. It just sticks you on that wall. Like, look, I'm gonna try to dash up. I'm dashing right. I'm using my dashes to go top right. What you think it would do would go whoop and like slide you around the wall like that. No, it just sticks you into the wall. See, that's me dashing straight up. Let's dash to the left here. See? This is dashing up and left. That's my problem. It should go like this. Zoom, you know? Dash like that. Instead it goes dash, dash. It should go like this. I can't even do it. Look how stuck I get on the wall, even just going up. Like right there. I'm completely going up here, no side movement at all, and I get stuck on the walls. And that's what I'm saying with our architecture when I'm calling it out, because that should never be happening. Ooh, man. Well, we are really far in this run anyway, so I'm going to be done with it right now. But I think it's a pretty good run. I mean, 262 million damage on a Chromatic Bolt. I'm a fan of that. But overall, a little lackluster compared to what I thought this build was going to be. I want to try it in some different configurations and see, because I think we can get it to a point where it's like completely cracked out and cool. But as a start, I think Singular Focus is a really cool ability, and I can't wait to actually try it on some other builds. And if you really want to see that Chain Lightning build where we just do a bunch of Chain Lightning type effects, you let me know, because that's something I'm very interested in. I want to see if I can make it work. But that is going to do it for today, so if you want to leave me a like, comment, subscribe, or hit that notification bell so you can see more in the future. This is a daily series after all, so if you do hit that notification bell, it'll be delivered straight to your inbox every single day, and you can get yourself a little dose of Roger. All that being said, I really appreciate you guys watching, and that is it for me today, so as always, have a great day.